YouTube, welcome. This is Morius17 with another Let's Play Transport Fever, and I'm going to test a mod today called More Stable Industries. I think it's version 1.2, and what this is supposed to do is increase the catchment area, or not the catchment area, but the storage area where these industries can store more stuff here on their property, and this is supposed to stop or alleviate or maybe help the up and down, up and down, up and down cycle that you get. I don't know how it's going to work. We're going to see how it's going to work. We're going to test this out, and I want to see just how this is going to, is it going to affect it? Is it not going to affect it? Will it stay more stable? So the farms are one thing, but what I want to know is these things, and not that. I want to know the actual refinery. So here you see it's got production of 3,080. It's staying steady. It can hold this, and it's supposed to be able to hold a lot more and keep itself a little bit more steady. We shall see. So my problem now is can I feed it enough to where it can overflow and have less of the thing? So that's the thing now, is he said in his mod, hey look, if you can now run larger trains delivering more goods a little bit less frequently, because your processing plants can hold more now. So you can see how fast this thing burns through cows. It is unbelievable. And then the production, look how fast this thing drops. So if I can move more cows at a larger deliveries, then life will be good. So we're going to see if we can move larger amounts of the goods. I want to see right now. What I'm going to do is not do anything. I want to watch. I want to see, is this going to work, and then what's going to be the process of it. So I plugged this mod in. We see it's 3600. And we know it's going to drop like a rock once it realizes it doesn't have anything, so there it goes. It just drops, but that's okay. As this thing produces, and hopefully produces more, we'll see how it goes. So we're going to watch these for just a minute, and let's just see what happens. So right now the overview is what we want to see on these two. And so far, this is obviously going to go up, down, up, down, up, down right now because of how it's delivering. It was in the 4s, the farm. Let's put the farm down here, the food processing plant up here. Probably a little less confusing. So the farm was in the 4s, and it's dropping. But we're not running full loads either. Well, he is running full loads, livestock. So he's running a full load of livestock, and there's 200 and some of them. 200 and some odd waiting. Wow, that's crazy. So what I need to do is have this guy, when he comes in, have him turn around and go back, and then I can fill him up, right? Let's look at the line real quick. Alright, so we're doing cow food short. We have 3 trains, 2 of them with 6, 1 with 5. So if we could move him in there and pick up a 6, that would help. But let's just see what happens here. There are 300 and some odd cows waiting right now. When this train pulls in, he's not going to be able to, he'll be able to fill up. Alright, so he's going to fill up. Drops off 78 food. And there's only so much of this that it's going to have before it really just drops off the farm. So he'll be able to empty that all the way down to 162. Well, that's going to take off. So right now we're not able to keep up unless we have bigger trains. And the same thing's going on up here too. Look at this. So we are in a position right now where we are out producing our ability. We have 51.5 million in loan, by the way. We are out producing our ability to transport the items right now. So it's going to be jumping back and forth until it can stabilize itself. Man, look at all this is sitting on the deck now, waiting to go. Alright, so here he comes in, 400 and something again. And that's only sitting at 3,900. I haven't seen the huge swings yet, because sometimes you'd have this thing just plummet. So far, we're not seeing the huge ups and downs. Let's see if we can repay some more before the end of the year here. Maybe 85, 95. We can pay a little bit more before the end of the year. Yeah. So let's just observe, right? Let's see what we're doing here. 400 and something cows again. So obviously we have to upgrade the cows. There is the short line. There is no doubt we have to upgrade that. We have to move more. So we would need more than 5 cars. We're going to need 7 on each of these. The only way for me to do that is to have him come in, turn around and run back to this, and just buy the 2. Move him all the way over here. Let's go. You're there. You're there. So still holding itself steady. We're down to 2,800 on our plants, but that's because we're not able to deliver enough right now. As you can see, he gets the crude oil and he's just burning through it. If we could deliver more crude oil, they would stay steadier. Again, he burns through those cows so fast. Almost 500 cows now. And they're just filling up. 162 at a time is not enough. And again, I don't know if these things can pull more than 6 without really slowing down the route too. That's the other thing you run into. You add too many cars on there, you're going to slow down the route. I could add just a whole nother train on there, but I really don't want to. I really don't want to have more trains on the route. I'd rather have more cars on each train. Let me slow this down. As soon as he drops off, I'm going to send him back. This is going to mess with the production a little bit, but not too much. Alright, as soon as he drops off, as soon as I see the green number, and boom. Alright, go to the depot. I'll have to borrow some money, but let's send him to the depot. And that's going to skip a route. This is... Oh no, it does seem to be a little bit more stable right now. Alright, let's pause. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's buy train. And it's expensive. These are 1.8 million each. So let's borrow a little bit of money here. Let's go 1, 2. Okay, and then what I need to do is repay that. I need to get this thing on fast forward, and let's tell it to go ahead and go. Problem is I don't want it right up on the other one. Yeah, here comes the other one now. There's a signal there. Yeah, he should stop. Where's he going to stop at? Oh, he stops here, right? Yeah. There you go. He'll stop there. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and grab this other train. I'm going to do the same thing to him. So now he can pick up quite a bit more. Alright. And he's going to do a really good job of emptying this thing out. 216. And off he's going to go. And then what I want to know is, can he pull that at full speed? Because his top speed is 50. I want to see if he can even get close to that. It looks like he's doing alright. So we're going to do the same thing with this guy. We're going to send him back to the depot. Farm is still holding steady right now. We'll slow him down. This is a little 5 car anyway, so we want to get him up to the 7. Depot. Okay. 600 and something cows up there. We're running 36. I think if he had a stretch that he could run that fast on, he would do it. Alright, pause. And we want to buy trains. And we're going to need to borrow some more money. Alright, and we want that to the 216. So 1, 2, 3. Nope, not enough money. Let's see, 135 and 54. It's 180 something. There we go. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then one more 8. Let's take a look here at the route and vehicles. Yeah, I think that's going to be correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. All right. So we need to wait and let the other train go through because it's right there. Or we'll let him go ahead and go through, and then we'll send this other guy on his way. So he's getting close, you know, when he can on the straight distance. So I think it's going to be all right. So, all right. Away he goes. You see this farm is already, I mean, it's stabilized quite a bit. You're not having as much down. There goes the oil well dropping. So the oil well is dropping rapidly right now. And again, it may be a matter of we have to do this to the oil well too. Alright, and we'll go ahead and tell him. Boom. The oil well is diving. Yep, which tells me they're not doing anything. He didn't drop off any fuel. Alright, so now this big 216 is coming. There's 700 cows, and it's stabilized at 2300, so that it adjusted itself. Alright, now we'll move 216 cows, and we'll catch that other short one. Let's go cow vehicles, and we'll catch this other short one when it comes around. $600 and something cows. Unbelievable. That's a lot of money just sitting here. We can move it, which would mean a lot of processing plant once it can start dropping off that many. You see how many cows it's got now? So you know eventually it's just going to keep going up. The problem is even with that, is it enough to hold it until the next one arrives? And I don't think so. Nope. So we're still going to have the up and down. Alright, there goes 216 of them. Let me make sure on this line the wait is 1 minute. And on the fuel short as well. Alright. So he's rocketing in now. We'll send him back and we'll upgrade him. And we'll do the same thing for the fuel real quick. You can see it rebounding back. It's filling up the yard over there, or filling up the platform. Alright, so let's slow this down. Obviously I didn't need 2 engines on those. They can run the 50. Okay. Send you back. I see the farm is plummeting now, which I can imagine it would with 600 and something of them on there. It's not producing now, and it's a no. Okay, buy train. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to buy 2 more. 1, 2. Not enough. 2. Okay, and let's go ahead and set you right back out on the cow food short, and let's get you moving. and you'll just have to crude oil coming in, fuel coming in. Look at that, that fuel just jumped up, but then it's going to die. There you see a no. That's what we're trying to avoid, is this thing, supposedly it could store a lot more here, so you have less of this up and down, but right now, no. So we have 430 of them still to move, though. It should click back over to yes here in just a second. We'll see what happens. Alright, well, we want to do the same thing to the oil cars, too, here in a minute. Because we want to be able to move more crude oil at a time. I mean, look at that. That's 600 crude oil sitting there on the station. And the farms click back over to yes. Alright, he's going to empty a good portion of this now. He's still using it up faster than we can deliver it. A train just literally pulled away from there. So, he's still definitely doing a lot, using it up faster than we can deliver it. I'm not sure how stable, you know, this can be. The refinery has 431 oil in it. Not that we're producing oil. He's got 500 sitting on the platform, sitting in his thing, so that's good. That's helping, so that's definitely different. And the farm, he doesn't have all that amount in his stock. He's trying to ship faster. So the whole idea is that it's storing more, so that you get less of the up and down. It doesn't seem to be working on this farm, though. Look at this. There are 800 and some odd. Man, sakes alive. That is unbelievable. Let's grab this oil train. As soon as he drops off, we'll send him to the station. And let's start moving more of that oil at a time. Alright, we're going to send him back. I think he's got the smaller ones too, which we're going to upgrade him. See how this goes here. Yeah, it seems to be working here, but not here. Alright, let's pause, and we need the other one up. Yeah, he's got the older ones, right? Yeah, those are older ones. We're going to sell these. Alright, so we need to borrow some more money. Quite a bit more, I'm sure. And we're going to buy these tank cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. 8. Alright, where's the other train? I think we're set. We're going to go ahead and set line. Fuel short. And away he goes. So you can now pick up 216 at a time. And away he comes. Yeah, he definitely doesn't have the big storage area that they're saying you're supposed to have. He's not storing all the cows. I guess because it's shipping faster, I don't know. It's definitely a different dynamic than what's going on over here. So now he's at no, but he has 519 stored in there. Of course he's going to say no. There are a ton. I mean, look at this. There's almost 1,000 crude oil sitting on the platform there. Alright, this guy has He is the full up, right? Let me take a gander here. No, he's a 6. Right? Yeah. He's a 6. And I'm going to send him to the depot. Right? Yes. Let's send him to the depot. I want to turn him to an 8. It's going to cost me some money, but I think it's going to work out in the long run. Get him in the depot. Is this confusing, all these windows? Alright, so we want to buy trains and we want to add 2 more to it. So let's borrow some more money. 1, 2. And let's set line. Fuel. And away you go. Let me pause here because you know what? I don't have a signal. I do have one there though, don't I? Yeah. So he won't go. Okay. I want to make sure he didn't come running on this track. He has to stop. Nope. Let's make sure. I'm not 100% sure right now that I have a signal to stop him, and I don't think I do. So now we do. Yeah, you're gonna have to stop right there. Beautiful. Alright, him I'm not gonna pick up right now. I'll let the 6 go right this second. Alright, we'll let him go ahead and go. And we can get him moving. And again, look at the cows. We're still not even keeping up with it. It hasn't got where it's producing a ton of it and keeping it in stock yet. Yeah, we're not even keeping up with it. Not even close. And again, I'm testing out this mod. It's called More Stable Industries version 1.2. Trying to see how stable it is. I don't know, honestly, that I see a big difference right this moment. I am making some adjustments, so we'll see. But I can't say at this moment I see a big difference. We'll keep testing it here, run it, and see what we look like. I do see that he has 519 stored. He only has 86 stored, but he has a potential of making 4,700. I'd like to see him store like he's storing though. But so far so good. Having a longer train is definitely helping here, but that's more of a product of having a larger train, I think, than the more stable industry part. I'm not seeing that that's making a difference right now. He's still no at this moment, and he does not have a stockpile of crude oil at this moment. But even when they drop it off, they're not getting it faster than he can manufacture it. We're back up again where the farm's going to say no at some point because we're not moving it fast enough. And he's back to yes now, as the platform's almost empty. But here's the deal, now he can deliver this 500 and something. I'm not so sure, because he's not delivering that, so I'm not so sure that it's any different than this. The only thing that makes a difference now, I think, is if I'm able to deliver a lot more to this, I think. I don't believe it's going to help our oil wells and our farms, from what I can see so far. So I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that it's going to help right now with the raw resource. What it may help is if I had really long trains hauling, say, 400 and 500 each into this facility, that it could drop off that amount and it could hold it, which would make this a little bit more stable. And if that's what he designed, I don't have a way to really test that just yet. I definitely see that it works here, though. I mean, wow, that's quite the increase on amount that it's storing there on the facility. What we need to see, I think, is a slight reduction in how fast it burns through resources. I mean, it just, if we could, you know, I think to stabilize this, I think it's Chris who made this. If you're watching, reduce, if you can, reduce how fast at these levels that it uses the resources. If you could do that by, say, 10% or so, if you did that by 10%, then I think you would see a huge stabilizing factor. Because, like, let's look over here, right? You can see there's 136 on the deck. Now when he drops off, we'll see how fast this goes. We're going to see he'll drop off 100 and something. We'll see if 100 and something go on. Alright, so there we go. We've got 100 and whatever that is. Alright, now he's chewing through those extremely fast. And once it's stable, see how fast that's putting out? Is it matching? It is. But if that dropped, both of these, by 15%, maybe even 20%, then you could, this whole chain would work a little bit better, I think. Because you're always going to have cows in stock. Yes, your platform will fill up slower, which is fine, which means you can make longer deliveries and get back without being in jeopardy of not, without, you know, being in jeopardy of having the platform filled up. He currently has 7,800 customers he can see. He currently has 10,000 he can see. We have 300 and we got a lot more food ready to go out, that's for sure. This is almost where you'd need another train, although he can deliver 216 at a time. So when he comes in and the other guy comes in, they'll just about empty that out. I mean, you see there, it's, you're gonna put a huge dent into that. So overview, he's still sitting at, so now he's hit a no because this is full. He's sitting at a yes, and that's getting close to full again. So at this point, what I need to do literally is let this run a little bit and make these trains another 4 or 5 cars long in order to just to keep up right now. And then once that's 4 or 5 cars, then I'm going to need another, I would need more delivery trains. There is no way around that. Because I mean, he's filling up and he's not even putting a dent in it. And is he full coming back? He's not quite full coming back, no. And again, yeah, he's got the 500 stored, but he's not putting that on the platform, so that's not making a difference one way or the other. Man, lower this down by 20%, the speed in which they produce, and I think you'll stabilize these industries a lot better. Of course, then again, if I just up the frequency at which I move stuff, it would be the same thing, wouldn't it? 700 and something, man. Although, I mean, you know, I'm testing out his mod here. I figured this would be a great place to test it, running this cargo system here. I can't say that it stabilized it, though. That'd be the thing I would look at and say, okay, no, I don't think it stabilized it. mean, just looking at raw numbers here, stabilized, no, because again, you run into a platform issue again. But if I did have longer trains delivering more, I do agree that yes, it would be producing more. If I could fill that and have the the ability to hold it, I could see where that would help. There's that little short sucker. We're just getting to the point now where I just need longer trains, in order to stabilize this. You can see how much food, though, without getting new trains up soon. Because where's my food train at? It is... Where is it? Oh, that's the fuel train. Where's the food train going north? I'm not seeing it for some reason. Am I just missing it? Passenger train. Fuel train. Oh, there it is. It was coming in. So there he is. He didn't quite empty it out that time, though, did he? So, I mean, these would have to increase by a couple of cars, and the other guy would have to increase by several cars, and chasing a rabbit trail for a while, looks like. So, like I said, I don't know that I would say it. I'm hesitant to say one way or the other right now. I see what it's doing. I get what it's trying to do. It's trying to say, hey, look, you can drop off just a ton of material over here. And so even if this does mess up, he's got a ton of material. So I get that. I get it. So if I could fill these things up, in other words, that even if this does mess up, this is going to stay absolutely full and he's still going to deliver. And I'm not able to accurately test that at this moment. Because he's got 431 oil in there, so we know he can hold probably more than that. So there you go. I mean, it's been a bit of a test, right? Look at these numbers, though. I'm behind on trying to deliver all this stuff. Can't get the cows off. There's 600 and something cows on there again. He's back down to a no again because there's 400 crude oil on the platform. He's got 500 in stock, so we got 800 surplus right now. Tough to say right now. There's definitely more products sitting on the platform right this minute. Of that, there's no doubt. Is that little short guy? Yeah. Go to the depot. Let's increase him. Heck, we've got more fuel than we can ship right now. Alright, let's go back up. And we want to get, what, 2 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 2 more. 1, 2, whoops. 2. And then we can repay all that. Where's the next one at? It's a little ways away. Set line, fuel short, and off he goes. I mean, we're not keeping up with shipping right now either, so we definitely need bigger trains shipping. He's still got them little old cars, doesn't he? No, he's got newer cars, but he needs more of them. He needs more of them. He needs more of them. They need to do bigger trains. And that's one thing he did say in his description, you know, to allow you to do longer trains, bigger trains to deliver stuff. So I can see where he's coming at from that standpoint. For me, it's just a matter of moving enough material. We're back up to 700 cows on the deck here. Look how fast this thing's filling up. 600. I'd like to make it too where we can maybe increase the amount that a platform can hold. Make it just infinite. Let it just fill up. There he goes. And I mean, it's just amazing. I don't know how many more of these cars we can put behind these engines and have them pull it. And we're still not at the point where either one of these have any kind of a surplus at all. Alright, so he has, let's take a look. He's got 100 and some odd in stock right this second. Next train is coming. Down to 80. Train is still coming. 30. Getting close. 13, 10, 9, 8, and 0. So he's going to drop like a rock now. And here it comes. And then he's going to drop off to 216 again. Man, each train load up here is worth half. Look at all this. Each train load is worth $500,000 just coming up here. Yeah, he's chewing through that extremely fast. I need bigger trains, hauling more stuff. That's what we need. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this here because we're sitting at almost 40 minutes. And I'm going to fiddle around with this a little bit off camera. What I want to do is just continue to pay off some of this debt a little bit, save some money, and I'm going to increase these train loads. I'm going to increase these trains to about 10 each and see how that affects it. And eventually we're just going to get to a point where they might not produce because our loading docks are full. We shall see, but that's what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to increase these by a couple each. I don't even know what they have. I think 10 each or something like that. Let me take a look. Fuel. So fuel forward has 8. Fuel reverse has 8. So I want to bump that up to at least 10. Food forward has 8. Food reverse. So at least 10, if not 11, on both of those. And then I want to up these up to the same thing. So the cow has 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. I want to go 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board. Maybe even do like 15 on these deliveries. So I'm gonna that's gonna take me a little bit of money for sure. Pay off a little bit. Just sit here and let it run, and then I'm gonna upgrade that. And then I want to see if that makes a difference. See how stabilizing of an effect that has. Can I fill up this storage to the point that it can't run through it all? That'd be the question, right? Alright, so don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Go check out his mod. You know, it's worth a shot if you're already advanced further along, or maybe you've got you know, longer trains, or maybe you're running a no-cost mod, you want to test it. Do that and leave a comment. Let me know. See what you're seeing. I'm really interested in this cargo stuff being fixed a little bit better, and if this will help do it, then I'm excited. I'm really excited because cargo is where it's at, man. This is fun. If you're a red-blooded American and you just love watching big freight trains filled with cargo, man, that's what you want to see. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, hopefully. With these mods coming out, before you know it, man, we'll be moving so much freight. We have these freight trains, 2 miles long, hauling stuff all over the country. It's gonna look good, and hopefully this all gets really worked out, so that when we jump back over to the East Coast map, man, we've got this stuff settled. We know how to do it, and we'll be ready to rock and roll on the East Coast map. All right, we will talk to you soon. By the way, it's almost Christmas at the time that I'm recording this, so if I don't talk to you before then, Merry Christmas, and spend some time with family. Don't play a video game unless you've already spent some time with family, okay? We'll talk to you soon.